What's up everyone, it's Jan Bors, new video, and today I'm going to talk about Luke's Black song Samo Mrs. Spava, which will represent Serbia at Eurovision 2023. And this is going to be like more than 1 month after I'm listening this song every single day. So I will talk about my feelings after the month. I will talk about the song's chances and also about how I feel about its lyrics and so on and so on and so on. Just a complex review, basically. Let's talk. Alright guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm very glad you're here. I'm very glad that you are willing to listen, hear, listen and hear. That's basically the same thing, isn't it? And that you want to watch my videos, that you're interested in such topics I'm bringing in, that you are curious and that you're want to listen to my thoughts and impressions and opinions. And of course, I'm always glad to hear yours, so write me in the comments below what do you think as well. And I'm going to talk about Serbian song, which will represent Serbia, of course. But first, let me talk about Serbia at Eurovision in recent years. I think just from 1 year, I think it was 2017 or something, they were always serving just great quality. I would say something which maybe no one would expect, because, you know, you would put Serbia, I don't know actually where. I don't know actually why I'm saying this, but I think from Balkan countries, this is the most quality serving constantly country. Like, it's not like upside downs with this country. It's constantly like this great, like above. Even like last year was perfect, the year before was great, even it was, you know, crazy, but it was working. It really worked. It was, I think, really good. And previous years, well, I think there was Kruna and other songs which really worked well. I must say that Serbians are doing great job, not just because of sending great music, which basically always goes through the national selection, which is phenomenal, and they're doing great stagings, they're doing great graphics, they're sending very interesting artists every single year. And I was curious this year as well who it's gonna be. And Luke Black, actually I knew him from before because I knew his manager maybe from the past, but definitely I was like having on the scope without knowing what he was doing. So I was researching a bit and I found out that he's not just a great artist on stage, but he's also an author of many songs, music in general, complex artist who's doing like basically everything, and basically whatever he touches is good. And that just, you know, makes sense, because first when I heard the song Samo Mrs. Spava, I got goosebumps everywhere, like literally everywhere. I didn't expect such sound, I didn't expect such music, such atmosphere, such deep dark thoughts. I was thinking what it is about. I was thinking like what are the similarities with the songs I like, because there's definitely kind of a music I can listen every single day, in every single mood actually. Always pump me up in some way, in some dark way. It's different than others, which I kind of think it's Serbian goal every single year to send something different, but that probably won't make sense because they have national selection and anything actually can make it to the Eurovision. So what's the spirit? What is the key? And I believe that the key is that their producers aren't afraid to experiment and bringing to national selection songs from variety of genres, and just the best of them wins. Or maybe not the best, I don't know, I don't want to go this way and walk this path, but definitely they serve quality again. The only thing what it's now a question is where it's gonna end up at Eurovision, but I think it already ended up in many hearts, and Luke Black is a favorite artist for many people who didn't know him from before, which I think it's winning itself. Anyway, this dark techno pop, everything is merging together all the time, and this mix is actually great. It always gives me this different kind of dark feelings before I even knew what is it about. But what I just found out recently, that he completely wrote the song himself. Not just he wrote the lyrics, he wrote the song, the melody, you know, everything around. And I probably would say as well that all the visuals around it, it's probably touched by him, because that's what I feel from his creativity, from his charisma. When I firstly saw it in Serbian national selection, and I saw how he walked on stage, how he moves, how he looked into the camera, what is he doing, it's pure artistry. it's a pure crazy mind behind it who enjoys and tries and, you know, perfectionize, which I believe it works as well in other live performances I saw from the Eurovision pre-parties, where he is basically perfect. And I know this song is kind of affected by voice modulation and whatsoever, but that brings this song what it is. Actually, it works. The whole package kind of works on a small stage, on a huge stage, everywhere, because it's different. It's like going to gallery where the crazy artist is showing his masterpieces. That's my feeling from it. Like it's kind of a weird but tempting to watch, you know. It's got your attention and you're full of it, and then it ends as you say like, wow, I don't care about anything else anymore. What is very interesting about this song as well are the lyrics. I was thinking about the song in the English translation and thinking about its meaning, about how deep it could be, and actually I found out that it's a very, very deep, very truthful, it's very critical, I would say. And if I understand it correctly, it's about the person or people in general who tends to close their eyes when something wrong is happening. You know, when somebody is bullying anyone, it's better not to really be involved. If somebody is beating somebody in your classroom, you're just, you know, no, it's not my problem actually. And if something really wrong in the world is happening, it's kind of better not to have an opinion. It's better to go with the flow. It's better not to think about it too much because it's affecting your life. I just want to sleep. Let me be. And I think this is very critical. It's very true. It's great. And I think we should care more about the problems we have around ourselves, especially the bad things. And I think what really works against the evil is to talk to the evil as it is evil, that you know about it, that you're not afraid of it, because then it works. If you're starting to be afraid of somebody who wants to do harm, well, they will do harm. And we actually see it every single day, not just in our life, but in global. We know what's happening, so I'm really glad that such clever lyrics actually are made. I would really actually ask Serbian delegation and everybody around the song to really push this story up, because who won't really read about it won't probably know. And there's another thing which is kind of weird, and this is this lobster thing, which I've read that it just means whatever. I don't really understand why is it on stage, but I really hope this is gonna be revealed and there's something behind it, because then it doesn't really make sense. And I think Luke Black is that interesting by himself that he doesn't need another attention thing, because that draws the attention far away from him actually, which I think that's just pity. Anyway, let's talk about the chances I think Serbia has, and in my opinion, I'm not really sure how public will take the song, like in the general public, because it's a specific genre, it's dark, it's deep, it's in Serbian, which wouldn't be a problem probably, because the song and Luke's charisma, it works. It works. But there are many other really good songs which I think will have this fight together. Who's gonna vote for whom? Who's gonna receive more points from public? I think the public would be a bit of problem. I wouldn't expect that this song will be heading for the best scores by public. I'm pretty sure it will have some. It won't be like a problem, but I would say something average, like 5, 3, 2 points from every single country. I would be surprised if it's gonna be differently, but what I really believe that this song can receive really high scores from juries. And the thing is, I believe that they will see through its artistry, they will see through its deep, not just meaning, but everything which goes from the song. It just feels deep, and I think they will appreciate as well that it's very different than anybody else, that it's very courageous, that in the way like, hey, you go with such song at Eurovision? Yes, of course, I'm going. Yeah, we love it. We love it because you're different and you can surf on stage. And that's what I believe it's the key for Serbia's success. I wouldn't mind if it goes to top 10, actually. I believe it can go top 10. In my opinion, and for me personally, it's one of the best songs this year has. This year has, never know. If it's up to me, it's top 5. But if it's up to public and if it's up to juries, I still believe it's like top 10 song. But who knows? Maybe you know better, maybe you have different and better opinion than me, and maybe you just can tip much better. So write me in the comments below, what do you think, where it's gonna place, how do you like the song, what do you think about its meaning, what do you think about Luke, you know, anything about the song. Just write me in the comments below. I'm very curious about your opinion and I'm willing to discuss with you. And of course, I would be glad if you subscribe to the channel, give this video thumbs up, and don't forget to watch my other videos regarding Eurovision, my opinions, my thoughts, my reviews, my reactions. Well, and that's all from me for now. So thank you for watching and see you next time. Bye.